Welcome to the Founders Circle podcast. I'm Denisa. I'm so happy to have you here. Today's episode is a little different. I will be delving into my entrepreneur journey, and I hope that you take something positive from it. So let's get started. I will be the first to admit that as a child, I was a dreamer. I loved learning about business and watching people interact in the business world. And I knew deep down inside that I would have a business. I didn't know how I would bring that to fruition, but I knew that I would have my own business. And so there was only one thing that was a non-negotiable, and I'm sure other children of immigrant families will attest to this: education. My mom and dad always told us that we needed to study. What we did after that, it was up to us, but at the very least, we needed to get a degree. And so I did that. I worked really hard and I knew I wanted to get into a great college, and I did. Go Gators. And from there, I knew I needed to study something that would provide support and would be malleable to take it from education into the business world. And so there were two options. Either I went the business school route or law school. At least that's how I saw it. And of course, I chose the law school route, and I don't have any regrets because the business acumen came through other forms of education. I got a master's degree in real estate, which studied a lot of concepts of business, and I am a forever reader. I love reading and listening to podcasts and just observing people that are in the world, because I think that you can learn so much from watching other people make mistakes and also watching their triumphs and figuring out how you can apply that to your own scenarios. And so after law school, it was during the recession and there were no jobs. So I took the first job I possibly could, and it was in litigation, which was never really a goal of mine. I never wanted to be a litigator, but I took a lot of valuable experiences from my time at that law firm. I loved working with others, but I knew that I wouldn't have been able to be the type of mom that I wanted to be while working for someone else. And so when I got pregnant with my second child, I decided now's the time to walk away and figure out what I really wanted to do. And so at that time, I decided now's the time to start my own law firm, specifically in transactional work, and even more specifically in real estate, because I was able to take my experiences that I had accumulated as a teenager working in the mortgage and real estate world and put it into practice with my master's degree in real estate. At the same time, my husband and I created Terramar Nursery, which was born from a desire to start a family business that would incorporate all the things that we loved, but also incorporated our kids into our business. If you're interested in learning more about that journey, I will link the episode that I filmed with my husband, Sean, in the description box below. So you might ask, Denisa, what have you learned from all your time as an entrepreneur? And these are the 3 lessons that I want to leave with you. Number 1, the first lesson I want to share is that no business is an overnight success. I hate to burst your bubble. A lot of people think that you start a business one day and the next day you're making millions of dollars and everyone is super successful. That's not the case. The second lesson I want to share with you is something that I have come to really appreciate, and that is that there are 2 types of people. The first type is the person that needs stability and structure and knowing that they're going to have a paycheck every week or every 2 weeks. And then there's the entrepreneur, the person that can stomach the anxiety of running a business, of having people depend on you, of understanding or not knowing where the next client is coming from, and so on and so forth. And so you need to understand what type of person you are. Are you the worker or the entrepreneur? And I'm not saying that one is better than the other, but the faster you know which one you are, the better you will be at understanding if you can run a business. And the last lesson I want to share with you is probably the most important. If you are starting this business just for the money, then that will not get you through the tough times. And I assure you they will come. You need to have clarity as to your why. Because when you are suffering through those hard times, those financial constraints, those uncertainties, you need to know why you want to have this business, because that is what's going to get you through those tough times. I would love to have you as a subscriber. I would love if you could like and share this episode. And please, as always, feel free to send me a message, send me an email. I want to hear from you and I want to know what is going to add value to your journey.